Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Don't Panic with Israel Luna. I am Israel Luna, and this is part 2 of our promotional shows for the Gayborhood. And with that said, I'm going to have our guests to introduce themselves because these are cast members of the series.
Who's going first? Oh, I'm going first? Oh, I guess ladies first.
Yes, come on, fish voice.
Hello, everybody. My name is Marissa Diamore Star, and that's with 2 R's, and I play Mona.
Ooh, that's some ASMR right there.
Oh, I'm doing some
My name is Angel Rose, and I play Alex.
Nice.
And my name is Basil, and I play Time Bailey Robinson.
Yay! So we were talking about, for those of you who saw part 1, we were just talking about the production, and I have so many more questions as well. But just to let you know, later on in the show, we have a little surprise for you from the Dallas Voice. And we are also going to be, during our commercial break, playing the music video for This Is Jim, starring Angel Rose Keeley.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, so...
It's a catchy song.
It is.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and that's from my album called Retroactive, and we're going to talk about the AI-assisted stuff, too, because you were asking about it, but we'll talk about that after the break. So... when we were ending the last one, we were talking about just the production and your experience about production. So for this one, I want to know, how similar or dissimilar are you from your character? We'll start with Angel.
I think I'm a lot like her.
Because she's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Are you a little crazy?
No, I like to wear, I'm very flamboyant. The wigs, the makeup, the titty dresses.
The chi-chis.
The fans, the
The
paparazzi and the sunglasses.
Uh-huh.
And
So
the cigarette.
Because I know for the Alex character, you know, she has her moments for sure. She's gets very dramatic. Are you normally like that? Was it easy to channel that?
If you were my husband, you would know.
Good answer. We will have to ask Richard later.
Oh, Richard.
Have you seen Misery?
Oh my God.
My favorite movie. One of my favorite. You dirty birdie.
Yes.
I want to be alone.
Right. Basil, what about you? How close or not close are you to your character?
Well, like we mentioned during the last podcast, we had to tweak this character a bit to fit more into me and my likeness. And so I would say he's pretty similar in a lot of ways. Although I haven't been like fully blacklisted by the entire world, I know what it is like to feel outcast in the local scene. And so I've experienced some of the same things, had the same like emotions and mentality and, you know, the road to redemption. And the people that outcast me, don't worry, they got their karma.
Oh, okay.
For the most part.
Why were you outcast though?
It was a lot of like lies, like a lot of slander, one could say.
Do you ever get people asking you like how you identify? Because you're very yourself. You are very unique and have your own style and your own personality.
Yeah, I would say I just identify as gender non-conforming for the most part. I like cute clothes regardless of what the tag says, that what gender they're meant for. I have a funny story. This past weekend, I was invited to a pool party and the guy was like raving on about like the diversity of the people that were invited. They were like, there's going to be guys, there's going to be girls, there's going to be children, all genders, non-binary folk. And I was like interested. I was like, oh, who did you invite that's non-binary? He comes up to me and grabs my shoulder and he says, now Basil. And just like, yeah. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not non-binary. But I do understand how people might think that.
Gotcha. Because I know when we had cast you, and I think it was your first day on the set, I said, now, how do you identify? Because I've heard people say, oh, no, he identifies as this and this. And so I thought, you know what? I'm not going to listen to anybody. I just need to ask you.
Yeah.
And you said, no, I'm a gay male.
Yeah. And my pronouns are he, him, and she, her, because I like to dabble a little bit in both.
Yes, absolutely.
The best of both worlds.
So, Miss Marissa, what about you? Are you Miss Mona?
Miss Mona. Well,
do you have those moments?
Yes. You know, I do have some of those moments. So, yeah, I think we had a lot of similarities because we're both entertainers, so we're both drag queens. we have similar taste and style because, well, of course, our lovely director gave me the creative freedom to dress her how I want.
Yes.
So it came from my closet, which was good. So I was able to really identify with her. The only thing I think that's different from me and her is that she has a husband. That's something I don't have right now.
Are you single? Is Marissa single?
It depends on the day. Today she is. Tomorrow she may be.
Oh.
She may be married tomorrow.
Oh,
she
my.
May elope somewhere. I don't know.
Is Brent a romantic?
He is. It's the Libra in me.
Gotcha.
I think we're all Libras. I guess. I don't know. Wait, Mona's birthday. I don't know. What day was her birthday? Do we know?
You know what? I don't know if we ever mentioned that in the show. We just knew it was that Saturday.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to say she's a Libra because Libras
Okay.
are the best. Well,
What is Libra? Like what part of the calendar would?
It's September through. It's September. I think it's the beginning of September.
No, it'd be the
Or the
end.
mid-
It would be the
No,
end,
mid-
like
yeah,
September
23rd.
21st.
Yeah, to
to-
October 20. I think 6.
Okay.
I think 6 going to
I think it's
Scorpio.
like 21st to
20
23rd usually.
Because I know because my grandma's 21st. She's Libra. Yeah, it's past that.
They're not sponsored.
But mine is 10/10, so that's
Right. Gotcha.
I'm
gotcha.
October 10th, so
Okay. Yeah. So we'll say that she's a Libra. That
Yeah.
Miss Mona's a Libra.
that
Yeah.
would make sense. Yeah.
So I have another question for everybody. So for especially for the two of you, because you have more experience of being on a set, since this was kind of like your first big gig, what was it like now that you've done it, as opposed to what you were expecting? Was it exactly what you expected, or completely different?
Oh.
I think for me it was more so what I was expecting. Like everything seemed pretty like straightforward. You know, like I guess something that was a newer concept for me was like having to do all the scenes out of order, which I knew happened. I just thought that there was going to be a little bit more sequence to it, and it was just all random, like all shot out of order.
Oh yes, that's what happens when you have a limited budget. You have to, once you have a location, you have to shoot all of the scenes from in that location, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. What about you?
It went above my expectations. As far as it really didn't feel like I was just working. Sometimes when people they do acting, theater, oh, it's a job, but it didn't feel like a job to me. I just liked just the whole atmosphere, the dynamics of everybody and their characters, and then just again the creative freedom for everyone, that you kind of just left that door open for us to even try new things or experience things where we would shoot a scene and then we can say, could we do it like this way maybe, or what if I like say it in this tone a little bit, like, and it would make a completely different scene. But I like that we were able to kind of do those. And the party scene was my favorite too. And I'm not just talking about because of the food and the free alcohol.
Oh,
But
that's right. Yes.
It was. It just seemed the environment was just so laid back, where everybody was just having a good time. I enjoyed it. Like I cannot even express enough like how much fun I had.
And Angel, I know for you, even though you had experience, this was a brand new experience in the way where you were used to waiting those long hours, like you said in the first show, and now this one went a lot smoother.
It was very smooth.
Yeah, tell me about the difference in the two.
The scenes were a lot quicker. Not the production, but each time I was on the set, it was very smooth.
Which is very different for those of you who don't know. This show was, we always ended, I think we finished early every day.
Yeah.
And we were just flowing through all of these scenes. It is normally different when we're doing a full-length film.
Yeah.
But in a way, this one was kind of a full length. It was just done in the editing part is just doing, little by little, like having 20-minute shows. But when you think about it, the length of it, we shot a 2-hour movie.
Yeah, it's impressive to be able to shoot like the whole series within that time frame. That was very impressive.
And so I did an interview yesterday with the Dallas Voice, which is going to be accompanying the cover photo.
Yay.
And I let them know that we shot it on an iPhone. And a lot of people didn't know that. And so I think a lot of people are going to be watching the show just out of curiosity. Like, can you really shoot a show with a phone? It's like, yes, you can. If you set the settings on the phone just right, it can come out really, really well.
Yeah.
Tangerine. Have you ever seen that movie? It was shot
Yes.
on an iPhone.
Love that
I
movie.
see that. Tangerine.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
have to see that.
Yeah, I think that was the first movie that I ever saw that was shot on a phone, and they did a really great job.
I agree.
Yeah. And Basil, back to you for a second. I know that when I was doing an interview for you for the little promotional interviews that we're doing, you had mentioned, without giving any spoilers, but you had mentioned something about that the relationship with your dad, and somehow you're closer now because of the show, or what were you?
I think I was mentioning that it was kind of fulfilling getting to portray me rekindling like a friendship with my dad in the show. I mean, my relationship with my dad in real life isn't awful. I just wish it was better.
Gotcha. And so now, what is it like now? Is it still in that phase, or is it getting better? Or
It's still in that phase, I would say. Love my dad, love you, Dad. But sometimes the culture or the understanding just isn't there. And so I wish that was different.
Just give it some time.
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 Just give it some time.
Just give it some time.
Ooh, I
Time heals
love that.
all wounds.
Look at you. Look at you throwing that in there like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another element outside of, just the series being shot on a phone was you were talking about the sequence of stuff and how it was all out of order. Another thing that I personally enjoyed as the writer and director was giving you the script like for the next episode, and then you didn't know what was going to happen with your character until you got the next script.
Yeah.
And going from there, what was that like from the actor's perspective?
I like that. I because I think that also keeps that that magic element too as an actor, where you kind of want to know, okay, what's happened with this character. So it just kind of just really, for me, it just inspired me to really like, oh, I cannot wait to see what my character's going to do, and to still have that, to kind of hold on to that initial, I guess, emotion. When a character is, I guess, blindsided or something that happens.
A little twist.
A little twist. So we were able to kind of still convey that, I guess, within the filming too, without saying, okay, we already know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So let me just go through these motions. It still was fresh and new on my mind. Like, oh my
Good.
gosh, I want to know what's going to happen after this. I'm done shooting this. What's going to happen next?
Yeah.
I was like that in the last episode.
Yes.
I want to know what's going to happen.
Oh, yes. Angel, what about you?
It was interesting because I thought the character was like written for me because of the intense scenes, and I was really pleasantly surprised the scenes that I did, because I didn't really know the second filming that I did. And I was like, oh, what's going to happen? You're doing a restaurant scene. Oh, she's throwing this big extravagant dinner party. And I was like, that sounds interesting.
Yeah. And then your character has
and it
lots
kept
of
progressing
changes.
and progressing, and she
Yes.
kept getting more darker and more darker.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, the fact that you told me that she's the actual villain of the series.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So she's pure evil.
She's a villain?
I mean, not that.
Is she pure evil? I
don't
think she's
know.
just kind of misunderstood and a little wacky.
Well, it depends what your definition is of evil. My definition might be different than other people's, but
Yeah. Yeah.
pure evil to means, especially with my own religion. Well, not really evil, my religion, but to just take what you want.
Yeah. Basil, what about you? What was it like not knowing where your character's storyline was going?
I mean, you got to experience it firsthand. In the hallways, I would always ask you, well, what's going to happen next? Like, well, what's next? And even up to the finale, I want to know. It keeps you hooked, which is what I'm hoping
Good.
it does to the audience, them wanting to like see what happens next. And yeah, I think it was fun. It added a sort of realness to, or a suspension of disbelief.
Yes.
I think what makes it really brilliant is that each individual character, just like filming and reading the script, each character had their own personal, I guess, twists. As opposed to, the show can overall have it's a twist within itself, but everybody had their own personal little twists. That somehow it connected everyone, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So I like how it's still tied, even though everybody has their own individual lives and all their own individual lifestyles that they're living. Somehow their I guess their interactions all somehow connect each other and makes this big, great. It makes the Gayborhood.
Well,
I guess,
thank
right?
you. Yeah, because I worked really hard on that, and we're going to talk about everyone's storylines and how they're connected, or if they are, when we come back from break. So we have to take a little break, and for the break, we're going to treat everybody to another music video from my album Slutroactive. It's called This Is Jim, featuring Angel Rose Keeley. We're going to play that for you, and then when we come back, I have a little surprise from the Dallas Voice to everybody in here, and then we're going to talk more about the Gayborhood. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy the video.
This is Jim, and he works out at the gym. This is Jim, just look at him. At the gym. At the gym. This is Jim, and he works out at the gym. This is Jim, just look at him. At the gym. This is Jim, and he works out at the gym. This is Jim, just look at him. This is Jim, just look at him. And he works out at the gym. This is Jim, just look at him. This is Jim, just look at him. At the gym. At the gym. At the gym. This is Jim, just look at him. This is Jim, and he works out at the gym. This is Jim, just look at him. This is Jim, and he works out at the gym. This is Jim, just look at him. This is Jim, and he works out at the gym. This is Jim, just look at him at the gym. This is Jim, just look at him. At the gym. This is Jim, just look at him. At the gym. This is Jim, just look at him. This is Jim, just look at him. This is Jim, just look at him. At the gym. At the gym. At the gym. This is Jim, just look at him. At the gym. At the gym. At the gym. At the gym. This is Jim, just look at him.